What's up? This is Derek Brown of the Carolina Panthers. Shout out to Rashad and David of the Panther Nation podcast. The voice of the Panther Nation. Make sure y'all like them and subscribe. Keep pounding.
Yo, this is Panther legend Jonathan Stewart, and I just wanted to shout out to Rashad Beard and David Rhodes of Panther Nation podcast. The voice of the Panther Nation. Keep pounding.
You are now tuned into the Panther Nation podcast.
Delone fires to an open Smith. Steve Smith is going to go all the way. No flag down. Smith scores, and the Carolina Panthers win in overtime.
Seal, he's intercepted by Keekly. Keekly inside the 20 to the 10 and to the end zone for another Panthers.
Welcome to the Panther Nation podcast. And here are your hosts, Rashad Beard and David Rhodes.
Yo, what's good? What's good, everybody? What's popping with y'all, man? What's good, Dave? What's popping with you, bro?
What's up, man? How's things?
Everything is great. Everything is great. I couldn't, I got no complaints, Dave. I got no complaints.
Well, you know what they say about folks who have complaints, right?
What do they say, Dave?
Nobody's listening to you anyway, bro.
That's a fact. That is a fact. It's a good one, bro.
To you anyway. Nobody's listening to you anyway, man. Nobody's here for your complaints, bro. Nobody. Not a soul.
That is
I
a
promise
fact.
you that.
All right, Dave. Real quick, let me get some shout outs out the way real quick. Shout out to Humble Beast. Shout out to Mad Mobile. Mad Mobile said he been waiting for this for like 3 days. Appreciate that. Adrian, what's good? Hector, what's good? Perth Panther, my man, what's popping? Craig Powell, what's good with y'all? Mueller from the DP, what's good? John Kiddo, my man, what's good, bro? Kidco, my fault. Sean, what's good? Alex, my man, what's popping? Tim SD, always dropping the facts. Appreciate that. Underground West, what's good? LK44, what's good? Man, what's good with y'all, man? Latino 69, what's popping? Devin Turner, what's good? C, what's good? 3-point guy Ren, what's good, man? What's good, everybody? What's good? What's good? Yes, it's a lot of good things are popping. We got some news to share with y'all. We're gonna share with it a little bit later. Just hold tight. I promise you we're gonna get to it. We're not gonna wait to the end of the episode, but we are gonna get to the news rather quickly. But a shout out to Eddie, what's good, man? But yeah, we got some big news for the channel. Some good things are popping. But before we get into the show and before we get into the news, Dave, we got to talk about it. How was your weekend, bro?
My weekend was straight. I mean, I got some rough news over the weekend about one of my high school classmates, and I want to shout out the Rich Northeast class of 2000 for coming through with a classmate in need. I mean, because, everything that's going on with COVID and people are losing family members, and sometimes it's super tragic when it comes to that. So, shout out to the class 2000 for pulling through and doing what they have to do in a time of need. But overall, man, my weekend was pretty good. It was straight. It was quiet. Valentine's Day was Valentine's Day. I mean, it's it is what it is, bro. Like, it was more one of the simpler Valentine's Days I've had to deal with in a very long time. I will say that.
That's true.
But I will say, I never thought that Valentine's candy would be on the list of things hard to find. I went out there in the COVID streets to try to find something. I was just trying to find some sugar-free delights.
You risked your life, Dave, is what you said.
I did. I risked my livelihood in the COVID streets over the weekend. Couldn't find sugar-free candy to save my life. Thank you. Couldn't find it to save my life. And then, I went to 2 spots, and I'm like, yo, these cats were fighting for heart-shaped Reese's up in these streets, bro.
Hey, man, the Reese's. Fighting. Hey, Reese's is the go. I would throw hands over some Reese's too, real talk.
No, I get it, but it's not just the Reese's. Even the Russell Stover joints, they were gone. It was tough. Ended up having to go to the pharmacy to get what I needed to get. The place of medicine. And also where you need medicine. The pharmacy.
That's a fact.
So, but, Yeah, look, man, I'm trying to have some level of conscience, you know what I'm saying? I had weight loss surgery. The missus had weight loss surgery. I'm trying to be good.
Facts.
But it didn't happen. She ended up getting regular sugar for the system. But other than that, man, then you know, a new Mario game came out over the weekend too, so I kind of ran through Bowser's Fury over the weekend. I did it in a sitting. You know, I did it on my day off. But overall, man, weekend was straight. Weekend was good.
Yeah. Hey, Jared, real quick, you did not miss the announcement. I got you. You didn't miss nothing. That's why we holding off for like 5 minutes before we get into the announcement. But it's coming. Pause. All right.
Let me tell you something, Marcus.
Yeah.
Marcus, I only hit the mall when it's worth hitting the mall. In all due respect to the Godiva, they ain't it. Malls is a tough spot, especially in the biggest city of the state. I'm not going to Providence for that. It's got to be real risk.
Yeah, man.
But what about you, bro?
So for me, it was real dope. I was actually in your neck of the woods, Dave. I was in Charleston for my daughter's first competitive dance competition. So it was cool. Obviously wasn't a lot of people. They only allow so many escorts or so many family members. So it was real, you know, spread out and whatnot. But yeah, my daughter had her first competitive dance session. It was pretty cool, man. We don't know the results yet. We don't know what they ran. It was like a huge dance company called Groove. They like go all over the nation doing these dance competitions. So it was dope. It was dope, man. So I was in Charleston for the weekend. And the good news is that I am on call for work, and I did not get one single call while I was in Charleston during that competition. So that was dope. I appreciate that because things can get hectic when I'm on call, and I didn't get one single call the whole weekend while I was there. So that was dope, man. It was pretty cool. But yeah, man.
Did you get some crab while you was down in Charleston, man? Because you know that's what they know for down there.
I didn't go. Nah, I didn't do none of that, bro. I was in the crib, bro. We stayed at the hotel. We didn't go nowhere. There was a Ruby Tuesdays, and I hate Ruby Tuesdays, but there was Ruby Tuesdays right next to the hotel. We just went there, we got our food there and brought it back to the room. We not hanging out in these streets, but yeah, no, it was real cool, laid back. 3-hour drive up there on Saturday, and then 3-hour drive back on Sunday. So just a one day thing, but it was real cool up and back. But yeah, man, it was fun, man. It was fun. Charleston's dope. I've been there twice, so that was the first time, and I was up there for Watkins' wedding, or down there.
Yeah, Watkins' wedding. I've only been to Charleston like 4 times.
Yeah, I ain't been there.
Like, because Watkins' wedding was one.
Yep.
And then like my grandmother was, they moved her there, like when she went to the hospital, so that was another time. Like I haven't had, like, because I have a seafood allergy, Charleston never was like it. And I've flown into Charleston once because my plane ticket was cheaper there, but like it's not. I haven't really like hit Charleston up, like, because I got Myrtle Beach. Like, my family's from Georgetown. Most of my family's from Georgetown, South Carolina. So, like, you know, I got Myrtle Beach not too far away. I have no reason to go to Charleston.
I feel that.
You know, like I think, like, if I've been to Charlestown too. Like, if you're into seafood, they got a ridiculous seafood festival in Charlestown, Rhode Island. But once again, I'm allergic to seafood, so I can't enjoy that. But now Charleston's a dope city. Like, they do have one of the naval spots in Charleston. Like, if I ever wanted to make a move, I would probably go there if I wanted to transfer. That would probably be my optimal place to transfer. But that ain't happening. So, because it's, I'm sitting in a good spot.
All right. So, Dave does have a seafood allergy, and it does suck. I feel bad for the man.
It doesn't suck for me. I just, it is what it is.
EpiPens on deck, dog. EpiPens on deck.
Yeah. I got to go get another one because mine's have expired. And, in the Rona, everything's gone up. Nintendo Switches, EpiPens, medicine, Valentine's Day chocolates, everything's going up.
All right, Dave. So, so we got the particulars out the way. Let's jump into some of this content. Again, the announcement is coming very soon, so just hang in there. But let's get into one item before we get into the announcement. I got one item to get to, and Dave, I went rogue. Dave, I went rogue.
I mean, you did. I saw you. I saw you out in the live streets. I saw you out there, and I was like, this cat over here, Dave. This cat over here, this dude out here trying to get all this damn viewership, trying to get all these likes. You know what I'm saying? On the radios. You know what I'm saying? You out here trying to get it all.
Videos, Dave. All in the videos.
All in the videos.
Hey, I went rogue, Dave. Hey, listen. I thought about it that day. I was like, man, this dude's about to go. He about to have his pro day. I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna see what happens. I'm gonna go live and just check the streets out, see if it works. And I went live. I didn't get shut down. I had like 1,000 people viewing this joint at one point. It was 1,000 people in the live stream. I think we gained like 200 and some subscribers just off of that. So I was like, bro, yo, so that being said,
you know what you should do after you do this, sir?
What's that, Dave?
You should edit your little video and take that footage off. Keep you in it, but
well, no, it's YouTube, cool. So
YouTube coming for you.
No, okay. So just being 100% transparent, they did block the video, so people in the United States cannot view the video. However, the live feed worked. It went through just fine. So So that being said, Dave, I do intend on going live for all the pro days I can catch, but they will not. I repeat, they will not be available for replay. They're not going to be available. But if you can catch them live, I do plan on going live for each pro day I can catch. This was a test. Okay, this was a test run. I went rogue. I said I'm gonna try.
I'm kind of glad you went rogue alone.
Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. So I did it, and it worked. However, like I said, when it went for replay, you can't see it because it's blocked technically from the United States. So people from outside the United States can see it, but those that are in the United States cannot see the replay because it was blocked by the NFL. So I'm probably just going to remove it just because I don't want no smoke. But like I said, I am going to go live for each pro day I can catch. And here's a nice little schedule for each one. Well, not a little schedule, but these are some of the ones that I'm going to catch. Clemson's is on March 11th. Oklahoma is on March 12th. North Dakota State is on March 12th too. I got to figure out the timings of when these are going to happen. But I am going to go live during most of these. The ones I can catch, if they're on convenient times, I am going to go live during these joints. So make sure, I say that to say, make sure you hit that notification bell if you're interested in these joints. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you can know when I'm going to go live. Because you never know when it's going to happen. Like I said, when I do these videos, sometimes I don't even know I'm going to go live. Sometimes I don't even know when I'm going to drop something. So make sure y'all hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit the notification bell. It's going to be for your benefit, all right? But yeah,
so,
go ahead.
With regards to the Aggie Pro Day, Marcus, A&T just shut down football, so I don't know if they're going to do a Pro Day.
Yeah,
them and Morgan State decided at the same time that they weren't going to play the schedule anymore. And when that happened, that put the MEAC under 50% of the team, so they had to shut down the conference. They had to shut down the schedule, the spring football.
Yep.
So I don't even know if A&T is going to even do some level of pro day. Because the other thing too is that Coach Washington, when they did the film study during the national championship game, Coach Washington pretty much said that they had to shut down the practices because they almost had an outbreak with the team. And that was like months ago.
That was a while back, yeah.
Yeah, but so like, I know that the AD there is very concerned about having an outbreak. Like they're still doing track and field, by the way. A&T's a top 5 track school in the nation.
Facts.
Actually, they're number 2 indoor. They're number two indoor.
Yeah. It was number
behind
2 indoor,
Arkansas.
Yep.
So we're ahead of South Carolina, Kentucky, all them other great track
Florida.
SEC teams, Florida, all these other SEC schools.
LSU.
Yep, we're ahead of all of them. Only ones we're down ahead of is Arkansas. But
So yeah.
go
ahead, Dave.
So that's why there's no pro day for us. This is the last season of MEAC. July 1st, we are now in the Big South.
Facts. So real quick, this is a list, again, not comprehensive. There are many, many more. Trust me. They go all the way into April. So there are this is the only amount I can fit on my screen. So there are many more not listed on this that I'm going to go. Again, if I can catch it and if it's during a convenient time for me, I will go live. So make sure you hit that notification bell so y'all in the know, all right? That's for your benefit. So again, I will go live during the pro days. That was a test run with Trevor Lawrence. I'm going to continue to do it, and they will not be available for replay, so don't ask. All right, go. Anything else, Dave?
Yeah, you're going to go live. Only recommendation I give to you, brother, when you do this, be careful because there are some that will give you a strike. And once we get a strike, we're going to have to shut it down.
It's all right. I ain't worried about it. I ain't worried about it, Dave. I'm not worried about the strike, especially if some of these are streamed by the schools. They're streamed by the schools. I think that they're less likely to be tripping like that. But this was streamed by
NFL Network, right?
Yeah, no, NFL Network, ESPN. It was on all of them. So I knew I was taking a risk on that one. So yeah. Anyway, that's all good. We're good there as far as that goes. All right. So now, are y'all ready for the announcement? Are y'all ready? Do we need a drum roll, Dave? This is I want y'all to real talk though. Real talk. This is crazy. This is what happened. Like this past week is absolutely ridiculous. I never would have thought it would have come to this. Like we were just having some discussions about some things, and I never would have thought that it would have come to something like this. This absolutely blew my mind when this happened. All right, so real quick. I got an announcement, and here's the announcement, all right? So, Panther Nation Podcast is now teamed up with Manscaped, bro. Manscaped hit your boy up. They said they want to partner up with your boy. Now, listen, this is the same company that hit up Gronk. They have a Gronk. Gronk has a commercial with Manscaped. Like, let's be real. Like, they hit me up, and they said they wanted to partner up with your boy, okay, and Dave. So, they partnered. They said, all right, let's make this thing happen. And so we are partnered up with Manscaped. Dave, roll that beautiful bean footage, please.
All righty, sir. Support for the Panther Nation Podcast is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. They obsess over their technology developments to provide you the best tools for your grooming experience. Manscaped is trusted by over 2 million men worldwide. And we have an exclusive offer for you guys, man. 20% off and free shipping with using the code PNP at manscaped.com. That's PNP. We prefer it uppercase. We'll take a lowercase as well, but PNP.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, man. Yo, Manscaped, they hooked me up with a bunch of tools and formulations from the Perfect Package 3.0 kit. Fam, they sent me the daggone lawnmower, the lawnmower 3.0. It's their third generation trimmer, which features cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology. And now I feel confident shaving the boys, all right? Y'all know what I'm talking about for those that do what they got to do. In addition to that, this thing comes with a daggone LED light, which is crazy. So you can see some more precise shave and it's waterproof.
Blow up the picture, man, so everybody can see it. Blow it, split it back up.
All right.
So
all right. So y'all trying to see this joint? All right, real quick. Y'all trying to see the joint? So, it lights up, B. It's crazy. It's crazy, yo. It's crazy. So the joint lights up. All right. So you can get a more precision shave. All right. It makes your shower. It makes so you can shave in the shower nice and easy. All right. And please, I know some of y'all do this. All right. I know some of y'all shave with the same trimmer as you do with your face and your balls. Yo, please don't do that. All right. Don't do that. All right. Please don't do that. Get you a separate trimmer. All right. The Lawnmower 3.0 comes inside their brand new Perfect Package 3.0, which comes with everything you need to keep it trimmed, cut-free, and smelling nice down there, all right? Come on now. Let's do this, all right? So it comes with the Crop Preserver. I got the Crop Preserver, which is anti-chafing ball deodorant and moisturizer. You already know what that time is. You put deodorant under your arms, right? So why not put it on your balls too? Come on, man. We don't want smelly balls around the spot, all right? Let's keep it a buck. All right? So they also threw in 2 free gifts with the Perfect Package, a pair of high-performance Manscaped boxer briefs, which keep your junk feeling fresh all day, and a travel shave shed bag. I got that joint over here somewhere. Let me find the shed bag. Yo, this joint's dope. It's like a nice little bag. Hey, man. It's nice. Real nice spot, all right? So, hey, you want to make sure you trim it up, all right? I know y'all Valentine's Day just passed by, but make sure y'all trim that joint up. And again, 20% off plus free shipping with the code PNP at manscaped.com. Your balls will thank you, all right? Your balls will thank you. Again, get 20% off plus free shipping with the code PNP at manscaped.com. That's 20% off free shipping at manscaped.com. Use the code PNP. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tool for the jobs with Manscaped, all right? So it's dope. Shout out to Manscaped, man. Shout out to
Absolutely.
Manscaped.
Shout out to Manscaped for sure.
Yeah, they hooked us up.
That was a crazy week, my brother.
Yeah, man.
That was crazy.
Times. Wild
shout
times,
out to man. Yeah, shout out to Manscaped for the call though. We're in. We are definitely in. So it's kind of wild. What a time, man.
Yeah, it's wild, man. Listen, never would have thought. When some of y'all have been watching since day one, and y'all know back when I was shooting from hotel rooms, we had the bum audio.
That was back when you in that Manassas action, man.
Yeah, bro. Like, come on, man. Like some of y'all been watching for a long time. Never would have thought it would have come to this, bro. And so, man, that's crazy. And listen, real talk though. Keep all your super chats. All right. If you really want to support us moving forward, make sure y'all use that code and go purchase some at manscaped.com. All right, because that's where the real support comes from. Right now, we in a kind of a probationary period with them. So depend on how everything goes with them, and the amount of uses of our code, that depends on whether the relationships get furthered. All right, so make sure y'all use that code. Keep the super chats, dog. I don't want to see no. I appreciate the super chats, but this is bigger. This will do more things for the podcast moving forward, and it may lead to bigger things moving forward. So, again, keep the super chats, dog. If you want to support the channel, go to manscaped.com, use the code, all right? Go ahead.
Hey, look, if y'all want to drop a Cash App, I can give you my Cash App. You see my name right there where it says @ChampD1012? There's one for you right there. Hook your boy up.
Nah, dog.
But go straight to Manscaped.
Go to Manscaped, dog. I'm telling you, that's going to do more support than anything. Just sending us the direct Cash App than anything else. Yo, go to Manscaped. They got stuff that's high. They got stuff that's low. It don't matter what you buy. Just use that code, and you're going to help us out tremendously, bro. So, again, we in a probationary period with them. Depending on how many uses of that code will dictate whether we further the relationship. All right, so just it's the PNP. The code is PNP. All right, PNP. All right, manscaped.com. All right, appreciate that. Go ahead.
Appreciate that. Now, Jared, back to no more super set. No, you have a lot of purpose in life, my man, but we're trying to make sure we get a better cut, so to speak, is the best way to put it. No pun intended.
Yeah.
And stay tuned. We got other things. The code is PNP. PNP for Panther Nation Podcast. Just PNP. You can do it uppercase, lowercase. There you go.
It's at the bottom of the screen, bro. It's at the bottom of the screen. Do what y'all got to do. Hey, listen. All right, just please help us out with that. And we actually going to do a commercial for him, or a slight little commercial that we're going to film later this week. And shout out to Larry for hooking us up with the script. Yo, it's crazy funny. But stay tuned for that joint. It's good times. All right. So that
I'll tell y'all something. We thought about doing that joint live. We thought about it. We considered it.
It's no chance I would have made through.
But then we looked at the script and said,
It's zero chance I would have made
no
it through.
way.
I would have been dying, yo. No chance. So shout out to Larry. And Larry is a Bucks fan too, so congrats to him. He's a Bucks fan, got the Super Bowl, and he wrote up a script for us, and it's super dope. But yeah, they got the deodorant, they got all that. So man, hey, listen, please, y'all know what it is. Trust me, there's gonna be more going on with Manscaped. So just make sure y'all do that thing. All right. That being said, all right, let's move on. That's enough. Let's get into this content. Yo. Let's get into this content. Y'all are bugging in the chat, yo. Y'all are funny. All right. Free agents, top 25 free agents. This has nothing to do. This is not Panthers specific. This is just top 25 free agents in the NFL. All right. So I got a list together. We're just gonna roll through it and let's get it cracking. All right. So coming in at number 25, I got Aaron Jones. All right. Aaron Jones, he's gonna become a free agent. This dude had a second straight big year. This dude, listen, 5.5 yards per carry. I don't know. The Packers got Jamal Williams heading to free agency, but they picked up AJ Dillon as well, so they kind of got a backfield for him. And listen, Dave, I didn't even know this, but the Packers haven't used the franchise tag in over 10 years, bro. So he's not gonna get tagged. They're gonna let this man walk. Listen, the crazy thing is though, Dave, this dude was drafted in 2017. Who else was drafted in 2017 and got paid? Joe Mixon, Dalvin Cook, Alvin Kamara, Christian McCaffrey. All these dudes got paid. At least the lowest contract of that's $12 million a year. So this man's looking to get paid, and I don't think he's going to be a Packer.
And Green Bay's not going to pay him.
Yeah, this is crazy.
And they weren't really. And truth be told, bro, they didn't really unleash him like they could have in Green Bay. Like from the standpoint, like so he doesn't really have that much burn, so to speak. Like he didn't really have a heavy amount of carries like that in Green Bay. Because now this is me, since we're talking about, non-Panthers players from a fantasy perspective, Aaron Jones would frustrate the hell out of me. Well, not Aaron Jones, the player, but the way the Packers handled him. Because there'll be times where like he's like unleashing it on cats. Then all of a sudden you see Jamal Williams trotting out there doing what he does and ruining my Aaron Jones moment. And I'm like, WTF.
Yeah. So what do you think Aaron Jones lands up? What do you think is a good spot for Aaron Jones?
Oh, man. Jacksonville probably. Because they got the money.
Jacksonville. Dolphins. Yeah, Dolphins got some money too.
Dolphins
so I think Dolphins
but the Dolphins could roll with Gaskins. Like they might stay with Gaskins because he's a cheaper bet. But Jacksonville and and correct me if I'm wrong, these teams got to use up a certain percentage of the cap.
They do. There's something to that effect. Correct. Yeah. Yep.
So with that in mind, you probably could. He's
only 26 years old too, Aaron Jones. Yeah. That's crazy.
That means he'll be in this. He's got his prime years ahead of him. So this would be the time for him to get a contract.
And no, this is probably his last contract too. You would think he's gonna get like a 4-year deal. That's probably gonna be it. A 4-year deal at 26 lands you at 30. The cliff is over at 30, so he's gonna look to cash in. That's probably why he's gonna be no longer gonna be a Green Bay Packer. But yes, so shout out to Aaron Jones. It's gonna be interesting to see where he lands up or lands.
Oh, they said that Jacksonville got James Robinson. So yeah, he ain't going to Jacksonville.
Yeah.
So Houston. They just traded for David Johnson. I mean, unless they're willing to give that up. Patriots ain't known for paying people. They could probably use another running back. I mean, there's a lot of teams that could use a running back, but I think it's a matter of who's going to be willing to pay him.
Right.
And that's where the dilemma is going to lie.
It's not going to be cheap. I think he's going to get a bag, yo. He's proven it.
Now, he going to get the bag, but I don't think his options is going to be as big as you think it would be. Because when you think about like a lot of the running back, what's available and who needs a running back right now, like I think about a team like the NFC East. None of those teams need a running back. None of them. NFC South. None of those teams need a running back. Well,
no. Well, the Bucks might.
Maybe the Bucks, but the thing is, the Bucks they ain't gonna be able to pay him what he probably wants.
No, they got. Trust me, they got enough on this list right here. They got to handle their own. Trust me, they ain't gonna be able to afford a running back.
So, like when you think about the options for running back, I mean, there ain't too many teams. Miami maybe, but once again, they might just roll with Gaskins, and now with Jackson.
Yeah, it's all about who's gonna be willing to drop a bag. Listen, nobody. We talk about it all the time on our podcast. The running back position is replaceable. Who's gonna be willing to drop a bag on a running back?
The Jets could do it.
It's interesting. All right, well let's move on, Dave, because I don't want to spend too much time on one.
We got 24 players.
We got 24 to go through. So let's try not to harp on one dude. So let's keep it moving. Next up, I got Bud Dupree. Man, this dude was in line. He was on pace for a second straight double-digit sack before he tore his ACL in December. This dude, again, he had the knee injury, which kept him sidelined for most. It's probably going to keep him sidelined for most of the offseason and part of the regular season potentially. So. That injury probably going to cost himself, but he's only 27 years old. And listen, a good pass rusher like him doesn't hit the market very often. So we'll see what happens with him. He got franchise tag last year too, so I don't think he's going to get franchise tag again. There's a penalty when you double franchise tag somebody. You got to pay them a percentage more. Yes, you got to pay them a percentage more over what you just paid them. To franchise tag them again. So it's not cheap to double franchise tag. So you'll see a franchise tag icon on certain guys that I think are more likely to get franchise tag, but I don't think Bud Dupree's one of them. Again, I think he's going to be in line for a good payday, but again, that injury got him. He probably would have been higher on this list had he not been injured. But that knee injury, bro, is rough. Any thoughts on Bud Dupree, Dave?
I'm wondering if we have a shot for this guy because of the injury.
Yeah, he probably could come in cheap. Mm-hmm.
That's my thought, because with the major injury, the fact that he's not going to be available till probably close to kickoff, he's not going to really be able to do any off-season stuff.
Nope.
So a lot of teams might show pause because of that. And then you're going to have the same situation as we had last season, where you're not going to really have the same type of off-season workouts as it is. So it might be, but at the same time, that might make it easier for him too, because you're not really doing too much of that stuff as it is. And you could sign him early and then still get him involved and try to learn stuff. Problem is, he ain't gonna have no live hitting until close to when the season starts.
Yeah.
So maybe we might have an outside shot with this guy.
Yeah. All right, let's keep it moving. We'll see what happens. Corey Linsley's up next. He's 30 years old. All right, so this dude's a center from the Packers, and this dude's All Pro, first team All Pro for the first time this past season. He kept Rodgers protected. He only allowed 4 pressures and 437 pass blocking attempts, which is insane. He started 99 games over 7 years. Crazy. That's crazy. The dude never misses a game, especially in that cold weather. That's tough. That's just a tough cat. Listen, the Packers paid Bakhtiari, so I don't know if there's going to be much room to pay this dude. And again, like I said earlier, the Packers haven't used the franchise tag in over 10 years, bro. So they're going to let him hit the market. They typically take care of their guys. Just didn't happen this time around. Any thoughts on Corey Linsley, Dave?
Miami.
I'm thinking Chargers.
Chargers too. Any team that just drafted a quarterback and they need to fix their line, that's where he's going. So Cincinnati, Chargers.
Chargers, yeah. I think Chargers is a good spot. Chargers is a good spot for Corey, man. I think he again they gotta fix their offensive line really bad.
Us too, but the thing is,
their line was
the only lineman we got available that's the left is we got our boy Paradis is coming back. And he's a center. So we don't have a need unless we move him to guard. Or unless we decide, but then that'd be too much too. We sign him to play guard for 1 year and then when we let Paradise go after a year. But I don't think that's how our front office is rolling. So I don't even think the Panthers are an option here.
We got Paradis. We're not going to sign this cat, but I think the Chargers is a good spot for him. That's just my personal opinion. I don't know what their cap situation is. I don't know a ton about the Chargers and their roster, but I do know they need offensive line help, and I think that would be a good spot for him. But let's move on, Dave. Let's move on. Richard Sherman. I got Richard Sherman coming in number 22. He is a bit old. Okay, he's 33 years old. Listen, he's coming down off his prime, but I think he can still play, Dave. He's got a little connection to the Panthers and Scott Fitterer. You never know how that might work out, but I don't think he's going back to the Niners. And again, right now, I think Richard Sherman is a portion of his career where he's ring chasing. So I think he's going to go to a spot where he can win a ring, somewhere where he can be utilized in a leadership role. But yeah, I think somewhere like the Bills, I think would be a good spot for Richard Sherman.
Do you think he would be? Do you think he's just ring chasing? You don't think he might be willing to come to a young secondary to no? Nah,
I think he's ring chasing. At 33, bro, you got to get another ring. He's got one.
He got one. I mean, that's why I asked the question, because he already got one. It ain't like he's been to the Super Bowl twice. No, 3 times, right? 3 times.
I don't remember.
He was on that squad for the 49ers.
I don't know about that. I don't think so.
Sure?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I gotta double check. I thought he was.
I don't know. But he's got a couple Super Bowl appearances.
I wasn't bugging. Yeah, he was on that 49ers team with Garoppolo. Yeah. So he was on that 49ers squad.
Think about that.
So he's gotten 3. He's been to the Super Bowl 3 times. He's gotten 1 ring. Like he don't. So maybe he might be willing. Maybe he'll follow Fitterer here. At least that'll give me an idea who actually is making some of these decisions. If something like that happens, because I think Sherman ain't all pro, but he can still play.
He can still play.
And the thing is, this is somebody who's been to 3 Super Bowls.
In fact, Dave, he was. You say he ain't all pro, but he was second team all pro in 2019. So he's not, bro. The man can still play.
So 2019, that was a Super Bowl year.
He can still play, bro. He can still play.
Yeah, so to bring him in to get that veteran presence, you want to talk about bringing in a guy with some veteran presence.
Facts.
Facts.
I don't think he give him I guess again, it's all about scheme too. I think that Phil Snow wants to roll out more of a man scheme. So I don't. Yeah, so I don't know that he would fit. I don't know if he would fit in what we're trying to do, but I like it. Maybe
because he's more of a zone corner. Maybe you tell him that. But
maybe he moves to safety. Shout out to Blue Fire and all that, because he is frat. So shout out to Richard Sherman, man. Shout out to Richard Sherman. But all right, let's move on. I got Jadeveon Clowney up next. Dude has some health issues. He only played half the season. He played 8 games. Didn't record a sack this year.
Cheap.
I don't know about that. I don't know if he's gonna be cheap because he wants it. He will hold out for a bag. He's done it in the past. So I don't know. I don't think we run it. He's more of a 3-4 outside linebacker type. So I don't know that we would. I don't know, man. I don't know that for us, the Panthers, I don't think it's a good fit. But listen, I don't know where he's gonna go. Listen, he's got that money is on his mind. Okay, he's 28 years old.
But he ain't getting money if he ain't out here getting no sacks, bro.
And that's a fact.
You are not out here trying to get paid. You ain't trying to getting paid if you ain't getting to the QB. So then you got to ask the question, what does he still have left? Yeah, he's from the Carolinas. I get all that. I know that.
He ain't coming here, man.
He's from Columbia. He's from the South Carolina.
Hold on. Let's stop this. Hold on, Dave. Hold on. Let's stop this right now. What I'm not about to do is I'm not about to sit up here and discuss why the Panthers should or should not sign each one of these guys. I'm doing a top 25. The Panthers not going to be in it for all these. It has nothing to do with the Panthers. This is just the top 25 free agents, period. All these dudes ain't coming to Carolina, all right? It's not happening. Okay, so let's not do that. We just taking a look at the top 25 free agents. There are some that I will point out that I think are good fits for Carolina, but I'm not about to go through each one of these and be like, nah, he went to. I'm not going to look for a Carolina connection for each dude. I'm not going to do that, all right? This ain't it. All right, we're not doing that.
You know what you should have done, man? You should have made sure you eliminate all these Carolina connections before you out here coming up with this list.
I'm just giving it. I'm giving y'all what it is. I'm just saying, we not about to do that, man. We not about to sit up here and sign.
We ain't got the cap to do that anyway. Well, there's that. But anyway,
finish your point, man.
But the thing is,
Carolina, South Carolina, though.
He is from South Carolina. Carolina connection aside, the guy hasn't played well over the past few years. The guy hasn't really shown much. Like, I'm kind of shocked that folks ain't talking about him being a bust. But maybe he hasn't reached bust potential. But the man ain't have a sack last season. So
yeah, that's tough.
Dude, I can't, even if he did come here, what would you expect out of him?
I don't
know,
ain't
have a sack last year. If you're looking for a bag, I don't know where this bag's at.
See, I think that's where the disconnect is. For Clowney, think he's worth a lot more than what he's actually producing. I think that's
he already had his bag, bro. When he got drafted as high as he did, that was his bag. He had opportunity to get bigger bags, and he decided to just have a sack of quarters. So you have to roll with the sack of quarters if he out here trying to get signed.
Yeah, I think he thinks he's way more valuable than what he actually is, and I think that he may try to hold out and get some money from somewhere. That's what he's done that before. So we'll see what happens with Jadeveon Clowney. All right, let's move on. Go ahead.
Patriots would be an interesting spot for him. I will say that.
All right, following up, we got another Titan, Corey Davis. So this is an interesting one. All right, he finally broke out. He's 6'3", 209 pounds. Listen, the Titans do have a run-first offense. They do have A.J. Brown. Okay, so A.J. Brown's going ham. This year he caught 65 of 92 targets for 984 yards, 5 touchdowns, while averaging 15.1 yards a catch. And they did not pick up his 5th-year option. So he's coming off a rookie deal. Listen, I think this is interesting. This is interesting. I think this could be one where you could look at, he did get his 5th-year option picked up. I think he had a rough couple, 3 years, and now he broke out this year. This is going to be one, I think somebody's going to get a nice little steal right here. Somebody's going to get a steal. I'm thinking Corey Davis.
I'm thinking Miami. I'm thinking Cincinnati. I'm thinking because AJ Green.
I'm thinking football team.
Yeah, WFT. But does WFT really need him though? Because I mean, they got a one.
Who's that?
They got a one.
But I don't think he's one. I don't think Davis is a one though.
But he probably thinks he is.
That may be true.
Yeah, he might think
he is. That's a good point. I think the Ravens.
The man was a first-round pick. That man was a first-round pick.
That don't mean
top
nothing.
10. I'm not.
He's picked 5th overall, but that don't mean nothing. A lot of guys are picked such and such overall and they're trash. That don't mean nothing. That don't validate anything. So Just me.
I mean, because they got like Washington got Terry McLaurin. So I mean, if you think, but the thing is, he might want number one money, and Washington ain't gonna pay that. So like, I mean, you could think
Washington got a lot of cap though. Washington got the bags. They got a lot of space. They got a lot of space to play with.
And you got Marty making the calls with the other GM with the GM too. So
we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Yeah, we'll see. All right, let's move on. Let's move on for Corey Davis. Next up, I got Anthony Harris. He's 29-year-old safety from the Vikings. Again, this is another guy that was franchise tagged last year. So again, they can double dip on the franchise tag, but it's going to cost a lot of money. All right. He didn't have any interceptions last year, but he did. I think he had like 6 the year prior though. So yeah, 6 interceptions in 2019. So listen, there's a lot of free agent safeties out there. So we'll see how the market reacts to having Anthony Harris out there. Excuse me. Listen, I don't know. I don't know about Harris, man. I think this is going to be a real interesting one. Listen, everybody needs a safety out in these streets. It's a passing league, so safeties are valuable. But what you think about this one, Dave?
The fact that he didn't have a good year, he might come cheap, but Vikings could re-sign him too.
Vikings could re-sign him. I don't know what their cap is looking like, but yeah, I think they could re-sign him for sure. For sure, he's getting up there too. He's 29 years old. Safeties can play a little bit longer. This is probably his last contract though.
Yeah, the thing is, like, the Vikings might not be willing to pay him those tag numbers after what he did, but maybe they'll be willing to pay him at a decent rate. I mean, if he wants to stay in the area, he could roll that way too and stay there. So I mean,
yeah,
that's just because they're free agents. I mean, they're going to leave the team. I mean, because he's played pretty well for him, but who knows? I mean, as a Panthers fan, I'm always clamoring for folks, but I don't see it.
He not had. We already got Trey under contract for a little bit.
Trey ain't going. Trey ain't going nowhere. So, but I mean, I could see him staying where he's at.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I think the market is, it's a lot of safeties out there. But all right, let's move on.
Some of the teams that are being mentioned, they're saying the Browns, the Ravens, the Packers.
Yeah.
The Browns, they got cap space like that.
They got to figure out Baker in a little bit, so it could get interesting with their cap.
They better not pay Baker $35 million a year. I mean, they got to show again, right?
Trey got, I think, 2 more years on his contract. Trey Boston.
Yeah. So, yeah, he ain't coming here.
No, he's not coming here.
No.
All right, let's move on. Next up, I got Hunter Henry. Now, I know Panthers fans are going to go nuts for this. Oh, we need a tight end. We got to get a tight end. I don't know if we're going to be able to afford this cat. But listen, he was on pace to play his full 16-game campaign for the first time. Actually, for the first time in his 5-year career, he was on pace to play all 16 games until he landed up on the COVID list. The COVID list got him. And listen, he had a good season. He posted career highs, I think, in receptions. In targets and receptions. So he had a career high in targets and receptions. So listen, he's 26 years old. He's still young. He's a really good talent. Dude set the league ablaze his first couple of years, man. Hunter Henry was a beast his first. He just couldn't stay healthy. They battled back from ACL. And then, they tagged him last year. And again, we're talking about a double tag scenario. They're probably not going to tag him again. Either they're going to sign him to a long-term deal or they're not. I got to talk to my Chargers peeps. I know we got a lot of Chargers, a lot of Chargers followers on this joint. So I wonder what they're thinking about Hunter Henry. I'm thinking about 12. I'm thinking about $12 million for Hunter, bro.
Yo,
about $12 million for Hunter.
That means he's going to a team with a lot of cap space. I mean, Jacksonville probably needs a tight end. Jacksonville needs everything, so wouldn't be shocked if he be a Jaguar. But, yeah, $12 million is a lot, bro.
That's a lot of money, bro. It's 12 years annually. We'll talk about some cap misconceptions a little bit later. But yeah, man, I think teams with cap space right now, like teams with an abundance of cap space, they're about to get a lot of good players, bro. Because a lot of these teams can't afford to keep their guys. So if you got cap space and you're able to scoop up some of these guys now, bro, you're gonna be in the money, bro.
You could probably
Gonna be in
set
the
your
money.
core. If you can sign a bunch of these guys and set a core, and then just try to build around that.
Yeah. Yep. But all right, let's
But the
move
thing
on.
is,
I like Hunter
Olsen's
Henry.
different. Olsen's different than that, though, right? Because the thing about Olsen for the most part was super dependable. This dude's already had a major injury,
Yeah, and he never played a full season.
and he's never
Ever.
played a full season. So we
He was
can't be
on
out here
pace to
paying
do it this year. He's about to do it, but he's never done it.
Yeah, but the thing is, you can't pay that man $12 million. Dude ain't never played a full season.
Yeah, man.
Colts don't need him. Colts got all them other tight ends. They don't need him.
Yeah, they got that super athletic cat, the big dude. I forgot his name, but he's a beast. They definitely don't need him.
Yeah.
All right, moving on from Hunter Henry. I got Marcus Williams up next. Listen, this dude's been consistent in coverage. He plays free safety. He's got a good nose for the football. It's pretty good in run support. So he's pretty good safety. All right, and you know what the Saints cap is looking like right now. The Saints cap is not looking good right now. So they're going to have some cap casualties. And I think he's going to be one of them. I think this cat. Listen, I think again the safety numbers. You're talking about 14, 15 mil for a solid safety per year. So I don't know who's going to be able to take this cat, but I think he's a very, very good talent. Rounded out that secondary very well, and again, they're going to have some cap casualties, bro. So I think Marcus is going to be one of them. The Minnesota Miracle. Yes, that's a fact. He was the guy.
That is right. He was the guy.
Yeah, that was him.
Oh, that should cost him a couple $1 million by itself.
That was him. That could cost him a couple bucks. That is the Minnesota Miracle guy. Yes, that's him. That's him.
Oh
but he's solid, man. He's solid.
Dude,
right.
Could you imagine the negotiations? Like, they're like, yeah, man. It's like, yo, I think my client's worth $13 million. All of a sudden, the VCR pops out. I'll be like, pff, you sure about that?
Yeah, that's him.
$10 million.
That's messed up, man.
Yo, son, his bag is dwindling.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
He's better from that though. That was
No. Everybody's saying he's a good player, so we'll see.
He's solid, man. He's solid.
That does sound like a Lions type of move, but man, I don't know, man. I don't know if I want my A&T alum Brad Holmes taking that type of risk, because that would be a Lions thing to do if they ever get good. They make the playoffs and he blows it, and then they get flashbacks of what happened in Minnesota. Moving on though.
All right, let's move on from Marcus. We got next up. I got Joe Thuney, 28-year-old guard. Listen, this cat is one of the best guards out there. Listen, they probably, I think they franchise tagged him last year. Probably not going to double dip on that again. I've already spoken to that a couple of times. But this dude has never missed a game in 80 games. Never missed one game. Talk about toughness. I mean, don't get no better than that, bro. But listen, this dude. Listen, if it's one thing that the Patriots do well, that's offensive lines. Okay, he's been a solid part of that offensive line.
Except for last year.
Nah, last year the offensive line was good.
Oh wow, so it was all Cam's fault for real then.
I'm just saying, though, they had one of the best offensive lines in the league last year. They had one of the best. Cam had the best offensive line he's ever. He might not have had no weapons, but that's the best offensive line he's ever played behind, ever, by far.
Yeah.
But yeah. And again, they do a lot of running. So, again, that run does help the offensive line grades. If you're going by PFF, it does help out. But, yeah, that was a really good offensive line. And he was part of it. I think they, from what I've seen, the Cardinals may have a good interest in him. So we'll see what happens. What happens with that?
Cardinals. I mean, like whenever I see a lineman on this list, man, the first thing I think about is all these young quarterbacks and the state of their line. So, like, I go back to the other ones. Cincinnati.
Kyler Murray.
Kyler, Arizona.
Yep.
Dolphins, Chargers. Like, cats with young quarterbacks, they got to protect it. And cap space, they got to protect their investment. Point blank, period. So they got to get folks to get it right in the trenches, yo. And this is the type of guy that can do it. Yep,
gotta fix the trenches, bro. But yeah, man. So that's that's going to be it for Joe Thune. And he's young too, man. Guards can play, offensive linemen can play a long time. I mean, you can see offensive linemen play up into their 30s, their mid 30s. So, yeah, man, I like Joe Thune a lot. He's a good player. All right, moving on. Yannick Ngakwe. This dude has played for a couple teams. He's 26 years old. Listen, the dude, he played for a couple teams last year. I think he played for the Jaguars, and then ended up moving to the Ravens, and now he's on his he's on a contract year. So listen, the cat is a really good edge rusher. He posted three sacks, 13 pressures in 11 games in Baltimore. He was on the field for less than half the team's defensive snaps over the 2 playoff games. So this dude is nice, man. This dude is nice. So we'll see what happens. I don't know why he's switching teams so much. But this dude, they're saying he sucked this year. I don't know, man.
That means Carolina might be interested.
I think he could. Listen, I think he's got what it takes, bro. It's about getting into a place that wants to keep you there. Like, this dude needs to find a home. He needs to find a home. That's just what it is.
You got him high on the list, so.
I think he's solid. I think he's a solid edge rusher, bro. Just got to find a home. He's got to find a home. So I think a team like the Giants would be a good team for him. He's got to find a home, and he wants to get paid. Exactly. He wants to get paid. So that's the thing. You got to pay him, and just it is what it is. Falcons could be a good pick, a good place for him too. I don't think they got the cap space for it, but we'll see. We'll see.
Lead pass rusher, but not a good run stopper.
Hey, pass rushing is what makes the money. But all right, so that's gonna do it for Ngakwe. Let's move on. Number 14, I got Will Fuller, and this is our first franchise tag candidate.
You think they're gonna tag him?
I've researched some of these, and I think that they are willing to do it. That's why I put it up here. From what I'm reading, they're willing to franchise him. They may not do it. No, what I think, this is not about what I think, because I don't think they're going to tag him either. This is what I've been reading. So I've been researching these dudes and kind of what the teams plan on doing with them. And I think that from what the Texans have said, they're willing to franchise the cat if it comes to it. In an effort to keep Deshaun, too. That could be a last-ditch effort to keep Deshaun. So I don't know. But listen, he one of the best deep ball threats in the game. Pause.
No. I'm not questioning that, but he's got a lot of flags, bro, to pay him all that type of money. Like, he's one of the best deep threats in he's got injuries. He's got a lot of injuries, bro. And then when he didn't have injuries, he out here getting suspended for freaking
banned substance. Yeah.
Banned substances.
Yeah, he got suspended for 6 games. Yep.
Yeah, like, dude.
So
like,
he's gonna miss the first game of the season due to that too.
Well, that's the thing, right? So why? And that's why I question why they would tag him. That's just my opinion, right? I question why they would tag him, considering the fact that he had the bad substance. He has a struggle to stay healthy. Don't get me wrong. He knows how to blow the top off of a defense. He's one of if not the best deep threat in the NFL.
Facts.
But he's got to be there, and he's already found 2 ways not to be there: injuries and banned substances.
Yeah, man. So, and from a Panthers perspective, you already seen like Will Fuller to the Panthers. Like, we've seen it. You go on Twitter, that's all they talking about. They talk about Will Fuller to the Panthers and blah, 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 blah. Bring him in. I'm like, bro, like, I get it, man. Y'all want to bring in he's 27 years old, so he still got some tread on the tire. To me, we got Robbie Anderson. They're kind of duplicate to me. Duplicate skill set. But so I'm cool per se on Will Fuller, but I think somebody's gonna get a steal. Somebody's gonna get a steal for this cat because they're not gonna overpay him. They're not gonna overpay the cat.
That's why the franchise thing is gonna be tough. Because, like, remember, you got to pay him the top 10 average, right? Top 10 average of the.
That's the
players.
Franchise tag. Yes.
Yeah, if you tag him, you got to pay top 10, dude. He ain't top 10. You can't tag him.
Yeah.
You cannot.
Yeah. So,
granted,
but yeah,
it's
man.
the Texans, they've done crazier things, but you know.
Yeah. But I don't know what the deal with the Texans is, but I think he's gonna hit the open market, bro. My personal opinion is he's gonna hit the open market, and we'll see what happens.
No way we get him on a prove-it deal. He's gonna get a long-term deal if somebody signs him. It's just not gonna be as much as what people think it is. There's no way we're gonna get him in a 1-year deal. Not happening.
I don't know. We'll see.
Really?
Not us. I think he could sign a 1 year deal
No
somewhere.
way.
I think he
Not
could.
after the year he had, bro. Like, there's no way he'll do that. He'll take a long-term deal, take a suspension for the first game, and keep it moving. And hopefully he can stay healthy. If he does how old is he now? 26, 27?
27.
So, like, if he signs like a 3-year deal, I can get paid again.
Yeah,
Maybe.
He'll cash in. I agree. I think a 3-year deal is probably what it's going to come to.
Yep.
All right, so let's move on. Juju. All right, so Juju is 20. He's only 24 years old, man. This is crazy.
Wait,
24
what?
years old. Yeah, he's only 24.
Are you serious?
Yep.
He ain't gonna be cheap.
Yep.
But they're probably gonna tag him.
24 years old, Dave. And he may be tagged, but I don't know. And listen, one has to think he's always already said that he wants to stay there. He wants to play play with the Steelers. And he had a little TikTok stuff going on, so you got to wonder whether the team's gonna be wanting to deal with all that. But he said he want to stay with the Steelers, and I don't know what the Steelers cap situation is. But again, Steelers always draft solid receivers, so they keep one in the tuck. So I wouldn't be surprised they let him walk. But it's not gonna be cheap. It's not gonna be cheap for Juju unless he's willing to bend on his number to stay with the Steelers. But
How
yeah,
much does he want?
I don't know. The right now what we're seeing is probably about 17. Yeah, it ain't gonna be cheap. And again,
and
the
the thing is,
Steelers,
he'll probably
the
get it
Steelers
because he's
keep one in
24
the
years
tuck.
old.
He's 24 years old, bro. He's gonna get that from somewhere. He's only 24, bro. And I'm telling you, the Steelers keep one in the tuck. They could just move on. They already got Claypool. They already got the next one. So I mean, they could just walk away and let it go. There's no need to pay him personally. So I would let him walk personally if I'm the Steelers because they're so good at refilling the. And listen, this year's wide receiver class is ridiculous. So they're just gonna find another one and keep it plugging. So that's just the Steelers' way. That's what they do with their receivers. They've done it with Mike Wallace, Antonio Brown. Who else? Who's the other guys that they did that with? They did it with everybody, bro.
Yeah, I mean they've always had a wide receiver. Like there's a lot of wide receivers that play for Pittsburgh that people forget about. Like Emmanuel Sanders played for Pittsburgh.
Emmanuel Sanders, Hines Ward. Like, come on, bro.
Like,
they keep one. They keep one, bro.
They keep one, yo. And we're just naming them off the top of the head. But
off the top of the head, I ain't even got a list. Mike, I said Mike Wallace, but yeah, bro, they just keep one in the tuck, man. They keep one in the tuck. All right, but let's move on. Martavis Bryant's another one. Yeah, that's another one. It's a good one. But yeah, man, they keep one in the tuck, so I don't expect them to re-sign Juju. But it is what it is. Oh, they are negative in cap, so
that means he ain't getting tagged, my brother.
Somebody's gonna get restructured. They're gonna restructure. They'll be all right. They'll restructure. Plexico Burris is another one. Dang, y'all good. Yeah. So.
Oh yeah, Plax. I just watched a video on Plax about how he ruined his career shooting himself.
Yeah, they'll reload and they'll be fine. The Steelers always are. They'll let them walk. So let's move on. Shaq Barrett. So Shaq Barrett, this dude is only 28 years old. He got two rings already. This dude is listen. This dude is an elite pass rusher. Okay, this dude. Listen, he murdered Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl. And his price tag has gone nothing but up. Okay, led the league in 2019 with 19.5 sacks. That dropped to only 8 in 2020. But listen, the dude's still disruptive. People are starting to figure out what's going on. But listen, this dude is a beast, bro. This dude is a beast. Shaq Barrett is a beast. And listen, the Bucs have a ton of guys to take care of. So I doubt they could franchise tag him, but they got some other guys they got to think about too. I got a couple guys a little bit higher on the list than Shaq. But man, I mean, it's crazy. I don't know, bro. I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know what the Bucs are gonna do. I don't know what they're gonna do, bro. What you think, Dave?
Like, I mean, they just won a championship, so if he's trying to get paid, he's gonna demand top dollar. But if he's trying to get another championship, he might take a cut.
That's what a lot of people do, man. A lot of people gonna be willing to take that cut just to get another ring, bro.
Yeah.
Because there are incentives. People don't realize there are incentives that come with winning a Super Bowl. There are bonuses tied to that. Like, so sometimes you could take a cheaper deal. There are bonuses tied to playoff games. Each playoff game, there's a bonus tied to it. So like there are benefits to taking a cheaper deal if you know you're going to be in the playoffs and you're going to be able to recoup some of that money. So
But the thing
just
is,
a thought.
the thing is too, like you said, there's other Bucks that are going to be free agents. So I don't know if they're going to be able to pay everybody. And he already has 2 championships. And if he already has 2 championships, he might be going to get the bag. He might leave to go get the bag because he already got 2.
Yeah, he got one with the Bucks, and then the other one was with Seattle. I think. No. The other one's with the daggone Denver. With Denver.
Are you on that Broncos squad that beat us?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He might go try to get that. How old is he?
28. He's young.
Shit. Oh, you about to get this bag. So he got it as a rookie? First and second, he got that joint as a rookie?
He gonna cash in, bro. Yeah. He about to. I agree with you, Dave. I think he might cash in. Now that we talking this out, I don't think he's gonna get that bag. I don't think he's gonna. Yo. Yeah, he might cash in. That dude about to take. He might
go to Jacksonville and be like, "Yo, I know you got all the cap space. Give me a third of it." You know what I'm saying? He about to go get his money. Man had almost 20 sacks in a season, dude. He about to go.
Yeah, that was in 2019, but yeah.
Don't matter, dog. To get 19 and a half sacks in a season,
it's a lot.
They ain't too many players that can say they did that. There's some they ain't never did that in a career. So nah.
Yeah, you want to talk about a world beater defense, Dave? Look at this, Dave. That's what we lost to, bro.
No, dude.
Shout out to Mr. J. That's what we lost to, bro.
I tell folks all the time when the AFC Championship game that year was going on, and everybody was like, "Room for Denver." All these Panthers fans out here room for Denver. Like, no, I want Brady. I want the Patriots. And they were like, "Nah, man." I'm like, "No, I do not want to see that Denver defense against our offensive line." That's what I kept thinking about every single time. I said, I do not want to see Denver defense against that line.
They had Von Miller, Shaq Barrett, and DeMarcus Ware, bro. That's crazy. All right. Here we go. Yeah, that's just flashback, bro. I had a flashback. But anyway, all right, let's move on from Shaq. I think Shaq.
I know Brady got sacked 8 times. That's why they lost. That's why I did not want to see Denver. I did not want to see Denver. Did not want to see him. Didn't want to see it.
Yeah. All right, moving on from Shaq. Brandon Scherf. This dude, again, another interior lineman available. This is a guard. Made the Pro Bowl in 4 of the last 5 seasons. And was named first team All Pro in 2020, bro. While playing on a franchise tag. That's how you cash in, Dave. That's how you Hey, ain't nothing like making All Pro while on the franchise tag. That's how you stick it to him, B, and say, "Yo, give me some money." But yeah, the football team. Go ahead.
They might pay him,
bro. He about to get a bag for a guard. I mean, you talking about $15 million, Dave, for a guard. He's about to cash in, B. Listen, he's one of the best guards in the league, man. For real. One of the best guards in the league. He was called for just 2 penalties this year and only allowed 3 sacks and 21 pressures all season, bro. That's it. That's incredible, bro.
They are going to pay that man.
He about to get a bag. He's about to get the bag.
The baggy bag.
Man. Yeah, Scherf is a beast, bro. Man, I would love to break the bank for this dude, man. Fix the trenches.
Hashtag fix the trenches. Man.
I don't see nobody saying, "Can we get this dude in the chat?" Everybody want all them other bums that coming in 25 and 24. I don't see nobody saying, "Can we get him?"
Nah. Some people are like, "Can we clone him?" Nah.
I pay him every dime he wanted.
Yep.
I'm not playing. Like, this is what you got to deal with the football team fans. If we got any football team fans watching this, this is what you got to deal with when you got Hurney and Rivera in the building. All right, they don't respect the trenches, dog. Like, they don't. They will try to make it, and especially if they got a mobile quarterback or somebody that's halfway mobile. They gonna put it on their back. They don't.
But the thing is now though, they don't really have a quarterback. And if they do have a quarterback, it's going to be Alex Smith. So I think, if you guys are a believer in the Marty 2.0 or 3.0 or 2.5, well, it's not Marty going to be Marty's not the GM. It's the other guy. I got to quit doing that. He in the building, but his job is just to take the first round pick. The other guy's going to do everything else. So the other guy,
That's funny. Yo, that's funny.
The
Shout
other
out to
guy.
Vegeta. That's funny, yo.
The
That
other
is
guy.
funny. We do need a
I can't remember.
ASAP.
I can't remember the brother's name, but he's gonna be the one. I think it's Martin something. I believe his name is. But he's gonna be the one that makes the decisions, and he's gonna be smart enough to know they're gonna have to pay this man. They're gonna pay him.
Hey, yeah, man. Yo, it's good
They're
time,
gonna pay him.
man. All right, so let's move on. All right, so next up, I got Levante David. Hey, listen, this dude is one of the most underrated guys out here in these streets, bro. It's unfortunate that they're gonna probably have to let him walk, just because he's 31. He is 31. Okay, he's 31
You don't
years
think
old.
they'll tag him?
He's getting up there. Nah, Dave, you can't tag everybody. You just said they was gonna tag Barrett.
No, I didn't say they were gonna tag Barrett. I said they're probably gonna let him walk because he already got 2 rings. That man about to get the bag. He probably
Yo.
bag chasing.
Listen, Levante David. This dude is really good and reminds me a lot of Thomas Davis. I think Thomas Davis and Levante David are like one and the same. These dudes are really good, and he made All Pro. Listen, he's only got. What's crazy about this is Dave. He's only got 1 Pro Bowl and 1 All Pro nod over his first 8 losing seasons in Tampa Bay. He's been criminally overlooked, just because Tampa Bay's been bad.
Yeah, because they've been bad. Yeah.
Yeah, they've been bad. But yeah, man, this dude's got 100 plus tackles. He's recorded 100 plus tackle for the 8th time in his career in 2020. And listen, the dude is not showing any signs of slowing down. The man is 31 years old and he is still balling out there, bro. Him and Devin White are a really good tandem back there. And listen, they're probably gonna let him walk just because they're not gonna be able to sign everybody. But that's unfortunate, bro, because this dude can ball out, bro. And I really like Levante David. I like Levante, and I'll be more than happy to see him lead the NFC South. But this dude is a baller, bro. I love his game. Man. I really do.
Nah, he's good, man. His age is gonna be part of the reason why the Bucks ain't gonna re-sign him. Unless
I think that's the only thing. I think he's got to take a huge discount. But I think it's time for him to get one more bag before it's time to hang it up. You know what I'm saying? Well, not really hang it up, but he's probably got another good 3 or 4 years to play before he decides to kind of like, all right, this is done. But yeah, he's a really good player, bro. Really good player, man. Really good.
Yeah, man.
All right, so let's move on. I really like Levante David, but Justin Simmons up next, 27-year-old safety from Denver. This dude's a baller, bro. Quietly too, because you don't really see his name out there floating. But this dude's coming off a strong season, playing on a franchise tag. Another franchise tag dude that's not going to be double franchised. I probably should have took the franchise tag off again, but I don't think they're going to franchise tag
last
him.
year.
He got franchised last year. Yep.
Nope.
But he was they're not going to tag him again. But he was named to his first All Pro year this year. His first Pro Bowl year after making his first All Pro team last year. So he's having this dude is a beast out here in these streets. And again, they franchise tagged him last year, and they thought they were gonna get him extended, and it ain't happened. So we'll see what happens with Justin Simmons, but he's a really good safety. I'm not sure what they're gonna get done with him, but it's gonna be interesting. But he is a baller, bro.
Yo, Granddaughter said that he wanted him in Miami last year, but Denver tagged him, so maybe Miami might be it if Miami wants him. Miami needs a safety. That might be
He's a beast. He's a beast, bro.
Get that defense better for the quarterback in town. Get that quarterback some help by having an outstanding defense.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a beast, man. He's a beast. But shout out to Justin Simmons, man. He about to get a bag. He's only 27 years old too, so he about to get paid. But all right, moving on. J.J. Watt coming in number 8. Listen, this dude asked to be released. He had 1 year remaining on his deal, and they let him walk. They had 0 dead money in that contract, so that was if it was any time to release him, that was the time to release him. He asked for release, and they granted it.
Bow, 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 bow.
Go, Pat, go. I see what you did there. I caught it. I'm seeing a lot of that, though. I'm seeing a lot of that. I'm seeing a lot of that.
It's between him and Pittsburgh.
That's
There's
his
only
house.
2 options.
Pittsburgh probably can't sign him though with that cap though.
Yeah, so it's gonna be bow, 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 bow.
Yeah. Shout out to the
Where he's
Packers,
going,
man. I'm seeing a lot of that. If you check the Twitters, that's all you seeing is
Dog.
JJ Watt to the Packers, bro.
Dog,
That's where he's
that's
from.
where it's
so
gonna be.
That's where he's from. He went to school. I think he went to
Yeah,
Wisconsin,
man.
right?
Yeah,
So that's where he's from.
they're not gonna trade them. Well, I mean, they could have traded him away, but he asked to be released, and I think he's so well respected within that franchise. They did his well wishes. I guess Deshaun Watson not respected, and it's a big cap hit for Deshaun Watson if he wants to leave.
Yeah. I think with JJ, man, I think there's no better way to end your career back home on a contender too, because you know the Packers are always going to be a contender if Aaron Rodgers is a quarterback. So they're always going to be in contention. Why not go back home and play for a contender, bro? I think that's super dope.
Yeah,
Super
he
dope.
wants to get somewhere. He wants to get further in the playoffs too. So
Yeah. So we'll see what happens with. I think,
but
JJ,
JJ's gotten a bag. If it's about him chasing a ring, he ain't gonna care too much about the pay.
Yeah, JJ has made over $100 million in his career, bro. I don't think he's worried about money.
Yeah,
I don't think he's worried about money.
yeah. JJ's trying to get a ring now. Like that's the only thing that's missing. He's done He did his humanitarian stuff while he was in Houston with all the relief efforts that he did with COVID and hurricanes and everything else. And
Yep.
so
Good dude, man.
He's a good dude. So he's trying to get the ring. You know, he's thinking about life after football at this point. And when you get a ring, life after football is way more efficient. I promise you. So
Yeah, Colts could be a good look too. I see Mr. J the Six as a Colt. The Colts do have a ton of cap. And shout out to Darius Leonard, who out there talking to all the free agents. He's like, "Yo, bro, don't come here if you ain't willing to sacrifice." That was a super dope. That was a super dope tweet, bro.
Darius Leonard, HBCU alum,
SC State,
South Carolina State alum. He already knows what it's like.
Yeah. He said, "Hey, don't come here, bro, if you ain't willing to sacrifice." And he said that to the quarterback too.
Yeah.
He said, looking for a new quarterback. He said, "Don't come here, bro. If you gotta be willing to sacrifice and win." Shout out to Darius Leonard, bro. That dude's. I love that, bro. I'm waiting for somebody on our team to say some stuff like that.
Well, I dig it for sure.
All right, moving on from JJ Watt, man. Shout out to JJ Watt, man. Let it do. Good player, bro. Oh man, here we go, Dave. You think he was
tagging him? It don't matter. We don't have to talk about this too long. We tagging him. We are tagging him. We are tagging this individual here, sir. We're tagging him. We're tagging him.
Man.
We're
You
tagging
think he
him.
was gonna be on the list, Dave?
Nah, I knew he was gonna be on the list. He's one of the top tackles available. But we tagging him.
Yeah.
I ain't worried about it. Cause we
Best
tagging
right
him.
tackle out there. Best right
By
tackle.
far.
Yeah,
Dog,
best
if we
right
don't
tackle out
tag,
there.
listen, man. If we don't tag him, there will be an episode about why the hell we didn't tag him.
That's a fact.
I am not going to allow this type of slander occur. We've already seen enough slander in this franchise.
Now,
We tagging him.
before we get all rowdy, the news is that we do expect to tag Taylor Moton.
We are tagging him.
It's been said by several sources, reputable sources, that we are going to tag Taylor Moton. So we don't have to get our panties in a wad. It's going to cost us around 13 to 14 million to tag him, something in that effect. So he's going to be tagged. We don't have to worry about it.
I can guarantee you one thing. If we do not tag him, he will not be a Panther next year. That is a fact. That is a guaranteed, bona fide fact. So all you people say, "Oh, we could just sign into a long-term deal." No. We don't tag. He going for the bag.
Hey, I see what you did to bars, Dave. Bars.
Listen, man.
Here we go. I'm with you. LK44. I'm with you, bro. We riding, bro. See you at the bank. Picket signs. We out there.
Nah, I ain't going to jail. But I don't have to buy any merch, though.
Peaceful protest, man.
Look, man, you know there's nothing peaceful. You know there's nothing peaceful in the South, man.
Come on, dog. Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't move up north. Don't move up north and start throwing stones.
Now, truth be told, there's probably some folks that went down to D.C. up north, too. So it don't matter. But either way, nah. But real talk, dude, I'll feel a certain type of way if you don't tag that guy, man.
He's a right tackle. Best right tackle out there.
Yeah, he's the best right tackle. He's the best. He's the best available right tackle in free agency by far.
Facts.
By far. And he probably could play left, like if you really want to go there. But if you need
let's keep him at right. Let's keep him.
He gonna get his bag on the right tackle for sure.
Yeah, that's a fact. 704 Bound says Washington football team is waiting. They probably are too. They probably waiting for this dude.
Yeah, they are.
Man, can you imagine him lined up to Sheriff?
Oh God.
Ain't nothing
Oh,
getting
God.
past that, B.
I guess I know who will be high on my list in fantasy if that happens. Brother Gibson, Antonio Gibson is gonna be
Facts.
high on my list if
Facts.
Moan ends up in Washington. Woo. Or New York. I mean, I'll be fine with that too. I mean, I got Saquon Barkley on keeper in my keeper list. So
All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Woo. Leonard Williams, okay, 27 years old, bro. And I'm telling y'all this right now. I'm telling you, if there's any player that I want to go all in for,
him,
it's this cat.
this guy.
It's this cat, okay? This is the man I want. Pause, okay?
Between
Again.
him, and the Washington tackle. The Washington guard.
I agree.
Them
with
and only
that.
two.
I agree with that. But listen, he played on the franchise tag. This is another guy that got franchised, so you can't. Are you going to double dip with the franchise tag? It's highly unlikely, okay? But we'll see what happens. Again, he racked up 11.5 sacks last year. And listen, that's from an interior tackle too. Think about what K'Wan Shore did back when he had double-digit sacks. Same dude, okay? That's the same thing, okay?
Could we if we cut KK, could we get him?
I think anything is possible, Dave.
Dog, we need to do it then. What are we waiting
Anything is possible. Okay, so listen, it's weird because he was traded from the Jets to the Giants, and then it's weird. All he had to do was change his locker, which is crazy. So listen, if they can't agree to an extension with the Giants, which is, you got to get him and running the show up there.
for? Get him and like to pay them hog mollies, brother.
He does, but he ain't done it yet. And he's played on the franchise tag. If they franchise tag him again, that's $20 million. $20 million for 1 year. I don't know.
That's a lot of money,
It's not out the question, bro. But hey, I don't know if that's gonna happen. So, and if you go to PFF.com and go to this man under the free agent tracker, they have the Panthers signing this dude. 4 years, $80 million contract, bro.
That means we could definitely cut KK.
Oh yeah, I think cutting KK is what needs to be done anyway. Dude's played 5 games in 2 years, and then when he's on the field, he's not playing that great. So I say that needs to be done anyway. You got to get younger. This dude's 27 years old.
If the thought is to cut KK to get the cap space to get this guy, I'm for it. I think that's what we should do.
Yeah, if he's high on my list, bro. If he's any more than anybody that we've shown thus far, he is top of my list to get. And he should be made a priority if he hits the market. Again, we'll go over the franchise tag dates later after we get through the all 25, just to kind of so you can gotta be on the lookout. But if he doesn't get tagged and hits the open market, we need to be on this dude. Facts.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on. Go ahead, Dave.
No, we just need to make a way. Trent Williams is next.
Trent Williams is next, 33 years old. He's getting up there, but the dude can still play, okay?
Sorry, it's unbelievable. It feels like he just got in the league not too long ago.
I know. He's 33 years old, bro. 8-time Pro Bowler, B. 8-time Pro Bowler and was rated the league's best left tackle at 32 years old, okay? Incredible, bro. Dominant run blocker, one of the best tackles out there, if not the best tackle. Again, he took the year off with the WFT, the Washington football team, because they didn't want to pay him. He was looking for that bag, and they didn't want to pay him, so he took a year off. And now he's back, right back in his bag, right back in his all-pro bag. This dude's a baller, bro. He's a baller, and he's about to get paid. I don't know who's going to pay him, but he's worth every dime. For a team that's in their window and you need help, I'm going to sign this dude. If you're on if you're in your window and you're in the window to win the Super Bowl next year, I'm doing whatever it takes to get this guy. Yeah, I'm doing whatever it takes to get him. Yep. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes to get him.
That's not us. Nah,
no, that's not us.
I think he's gonna go after a ring, bro. I think he's trying to get a ring.
I think the 49ers in a good position. They get a quarterback.
Yeah, they are.
They keep him, get a quarterback. I think they're in a good position. They're in their window. We are not in our window.
Yeah, they got.
And the Bengals are not in their window either. The Bills
are
possibly. Bills is a
but
good spot.
do they need a left tackle?
The Chargers, I don't think they're in their window yet. Well, yeah, they are because they got Herbert. They're in their window, and they do need a left tackle. The Chargers do.
What about the Bills?
The Bills, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the Bills need. Yeah, because they Darryl Williams is the right tackle, so never mind. I don't think the Colts might need him though because somebody retired. Didn't Costanzo retire?
I think so. Yeah.
Somebody retired, so I can't remember who it was, but I think one of their left tackles may have just retired. I'm not sure, but I would definitely, if he goes to the Colts, man, that would just blend right into what they already got. But their offensive line already good. All right, so moving on from Trent Williams. Again, he's a baller, bro. Starting to get to the ballers, man. Mm-hmm. Here we go. Next up, I got Kenny Galladay. Kenny Galladay, 27 years old, bro. Listen, this man had an injury-plagued season last year. Only played in 5 games. But listen, he's another deep threat. Another deep threat. He averaged 16.8 yards a catch during his entire career. That's crazy. 16.8 yards a catch. A career average is ridiculous, okay? But listen, battled some injuries and probably maybe going to get franchise tagged. From what I've been researching is that they're likely to do it. You kind of want to, you got Goff. Man, you can't leave that man hanging with no weapons. But we'll see what happens. It's not a done deal as far as him getting tagged. So we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see.
They're going to tag him. Like you said, they can't have Goff without a 1. He ain't Ted Ginn, Jr. I'm going to tell y'all right now. He ain't Ted Ginn.
Nah, he's definitely not Ted Ginn.
He has hands.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that to good old Teddy, bro. Don't do that, man.
That's the best wide receiver that Cam Newton ever played with as a Panther.
He played with Smitty, bro.
Oh, yeah, he played with Smitty. But that wasn't that long.
Don't do that, man.
Look, man, his starting wide receivers were Ted Ginn.
Don't do that, Dave. Don't do that.
Nah, I don't
post Smitty. Just say post Smitty, bro.
Post Smitty. Probably the best wide receiver he played with was Ted Ginn.
Yeah.
Which says a lot about how well we've gotten wide receiver for Cam post Smitty.
Yeah, man.
Anywho.
All right. So yeah, that's Kenny Galladay. I expect him to get a bag too from somewhere. But let's move on.
Oh, this is the guy. You know, I wanted us to draft this guy.
Allen Robinson. Yes, Allen Robinson. Dude, you talk about guys that ain't never played with a quarterback. Hey, poor Allen Robinson, bro. This dude, get this man a quarterback, B. Come on now. Come on, dude. Come on, man.
Oh, man. But that's his fault. He went out there chasing the bag.
And he's only 28, bro. He's only 28 years old. Racked up 200 catches for 2,397 yards and 13 touchdowns over the last 2 seasons with some bums at quarterback, bro. This dude is legit. He's solid. Recovered well from that injury he suffered a couple years ago. Man, I like Allen Robinson a lot, bro. I really do, and he needs to get a quarterback. He needs to get a quarterback. Go somewhere where you can get a quarterback, man.
He ain't coming here.
Oh, no. Well, yeah,
we can't. And they might tag him. They could tag him.
They could tag him. The Bears are in a tough cap spot. Excuse me. So we'll see what happens with them. But yeah, Allen Robinson, man, please go somewhere where you got a quarterback, man. For your sake, you need to be. You deserve better, bro. Seriously. You deserve better.
Does. He need to find a quarterback. You need to find a team with a quarterback. Established one, preferably.
Established quarterback, yeah, not just a quarterback, an established quarterback.
Not just a quarterback, an established one. If he goes to Green Bay, man, that isn't fair.
Yeah.
You can't go to Green Bay, bro. No.
That definitely.
We can't be out here. Nah, we can't be out here with Devontae Adams on one side and not a Robinson.
Nah, hell no.
We can't be out here. We can't be out here in these COVID streets having all these socially distanced wide receivers with Aaron Rodgers. We cannot have that.
Hell no.
Nah, can't do that. Arizona would be interesting, but that would be brutal too. DeAndre Hopkins and him.
Yeah, that's brutal too. Nah, man, y'all trying to set up some all-star teams on these streets, man.
You out here you thinking this is the NBA. This ain't it. Titans ain't fair either. AJ Brown ain't a slouch. Man, I cry. I would cry if Devontae Adams is on one side and Allen Robinson is on the other. Dog, Allen Robinson would be if Allen Robinson has the opportunity to just deal with just one-on-ones for a whole career for a season.
Facts. He's destroyed. He destroyed Cass.
Jesus.
He would destroy Cass. Texans? Nah, please don't go to the Texans, bro. Don't do that. Don't go to the Texans.
Nah,
Don't do that.
Texas got other problems, man.
Unless Deshaun's there.
Dog, I don't think the Texans going to do a really good job in learning their free agents. That's just my opinion, just my thought on the whole process. Because they're seeing how they're flubbing this whole Deshaun situation. So I think there's going to be a lot of hesitation going there.
Yeah, I agree.
Jacksonville want A-Rod back. Yeah, well, that's possible, man. They got the money.
Going back there.
He ain't going there without no dang on quarterback. Well, Trevor Lawrence might do it for him. You never know. Ooh.
All right, moving on. Number 2, Chris Godwin, man. This dude sacrificed a lot, okay? Nobody on that Bucs team sacrificed more than Chris Godwin. Gave up his damn number and then gave up all his targets to Antonio Brown, all right? So, listen, he had a crazy season the year before, 1,333 yards in 2019. His stats dropped ridiculously.
I know, I drafted him in fantasy.
His targets were cut by 30% and his receptions dropped by 25%. Yeah, so he broke his finger, so his drops also increased. Man, so it's tough. He sacrificed a lot. I think the Bucs are going to franchise him. I think that's the one they're going to franchise. I could be wrong on that, but I think they're going to franchise tag him instead of Barrett or Davis. David. Excuse me. But yeah, I don't know how they're going to keep everybody, but I think everybody's going to make sacrifices to stay on that squad. But yeah, man, I think he's going to be a huge get. He's a number 1 receiver. The dude been a number 1 ever since his rookie year. And bro, once he gets out there on his own, he gonna shine, bro. He gonna shine. He gonna shine, my G. He gonna shine. Any thoughts on Chris Godwin? I think he's about to get a bag.
Mm-hmm.
He's about to get a bag.
He's about to get paid, bro. If he don't get tagged, he's the number 1 free agent wide receiver out there.
Yeah.
When you think about from a youth standpoint and everything else, he's the number 1.
Yeah, for
long
sure.
Term. No disrespect to Allen or Galladay, but this guy's the real deal. This guy, he ain't going nowhere, Bruce Arians.
Yeah, no, I agree.
That means they're going to tag him.
They're going to tag him, man. I think he's the one. That's what I'm saying. I think Barrett and Levante, I think those are guys that are going to walk. I think the thing about the Bucs situation, though, they also got some good young cats, too. They got Tyler Johnson, who I like a lot. They got Tyler Johnson. They still got Mike Evans.
They just signed him to a long-term deal.
Yeah, Antonio Brown. I mean, he all right, but you can't feed everybody, bro. And I'd rather have my young bull out here than Antonio Brown, who's like what 34, 35 years old. So get a young bull the money, but that's the sacrifice. But see, this is the downside. Excuse me. This is the downside of kind of loading up, right? When you load up and make a run for a Super Bowl, these are some of the sacrifices that you make with some of your younger talent. And so that's the downside. I mean, was it worth it for the Super Bowl? If you ask me, I would say hell yeah. But see, people don't think like me because I risk it all for one Super Bowl. I risk it all. Just give me one Super Bowl, and I'm willing to risk it all.
Man, when you sit down and think about it, man, the Bucs have risked it all twice, right? Because they didn't really risk it as much as they did the first time, but the first time they risked it all, and the second time, and this time they kind of risked it all too to get what they need to get to the.
You have to get it done, bro. Like, hey, I would do that just to say to say my squad has a Lombardi. I would do it. I would sacrifice a couple bad years for Lombardi. B. That's just me.
Well,
not everybody don't think like that, but
the thing is, but let's be frank, Rashad. The Bucs didn't sacrifice a couple bad years. The Bucs sacrificed.
I would do it.
Decades.
I don't care.
Decades. Like
they got two rings, Dave.
No, I get it. And the thing is, that's where you got to have that. That's where that conflict comes into play, right? So they had the 2 Super Bowl years. They had the 2 Super Bowl seasons, right? Before this year, the last time they won a playoff game was when they won the last Super Bowl 19 years ago.
Don't care.
Now I know you don't care. I'm trying to talk to the people. I'm trying to talk to the chat cats and everybody and other teams that are watching us, other fans of teams that are watching us. Like you gotta consider that they had a 19-year playoff win drought. Like 19 years.
Don't care.
19 years between a playoff win. But it was worth it for them because the last time they won a Super Bowl. And this time, so like when people are like, well, we never had back-to-back seasons. I'm like, these guys have been in the league since like the 70s. And they didn't have too many winning seasons either. And they were the bottom of the barrel of a franchise for a very long time, but they got 2 rings. Two rings.
So Jay Sim says he wants New Orleans built, but they got a ring. I know they build it now, and they've been in the playoffs, and it's been consistent. F that. You know what? If they would have sacrificed it and went for it a little bit harder, maybe it would have a ring. Another one.
They might get another one, yeah. But the Saints were a terrible franchise. Before Drew Brees showed up, they were a laughing stock too.
So what about us, Dave?
We're not a laughing stock. We're not a laughing stock. We're just middle of the pack. Like we occasionally make appearances, and sometimes we tease our way to the promised land. We just don't finish it. I mean, like when you think about and I've said it before, like when you think about the 26-year history of the Panthers, there's a lot of franchises that love to have what we've done. A lot. I mean, a lot. Because when you think about, we've been to the Super Bowl twice, we've been to a couple NFC Championship games, we've made the playoffs a few times. I mean, we've won division titles. We've done a lot. The only thing we haven't done is close the deal.
Shout out to Tavita. This is a good point.
Nah, that's a good point. This is a valid point. You know,
man. Hey, listen. This is just my thought process, man. Just to get a Super Bowl, bro. I would risk it all.
I want a ring. Don't get me wrong.
I would do it. Give me the ring. I would take being bad for a couple years, 5, 6, 7 years.
If Matt Rule is,
because you know what I can say. You know what I can say, Dave? Hey, just kiss the ring, bro. We can't do that.
No,
we can't do that. Anytime we get in an argument with a Saints fan or a Bucks fan or any other fan, there's only it's 8, 9, 10 teams that we can't really argue with. You know what I'm saying? So like, yo, it's just tough. You can't really get in any kind of debates when you sit here ringless, B.
Yeah, but then you think about a comment like Randars made, like, you know, like people, like the Dolphins can always brag about the fact they've had the undefeated season, but now you at the point where, no, they can brag about it, but like, I'm not interested in hearing a 30-year-old Dolphins fan bragging about a ring they won in the 70s before you were born.
It happened,
I don't care I don't care. Like for me, like for an argument like that for me, if I hear from a 30-year-old Dolphins fan talking about the time when they went undefeated, we're talking a long time. Now, granted, the Dolphins are coming back. They're coming back, but like that ain't a discussion. Because when you talk about relevance since the Panthers been there, the Dolphins haven't been. Like they haven't. They have not. They haven't been. Like maybe my dad could talk about all the greatness the Dolphins had, but somebody my age cannot.
That's true.
They can't. Like you can't. Like Dallas, even like a Cowboys fan, they could probably come at me for like, I might entertain it for a little while, but you kind of can't. Like 95, 96 on, you can't. You cannot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I agree. We need to win a ring. We need to win a ring badly.
We need a ring.
But to put it in, I want to close it out. To put it in perspective, it took the Bucks 40 years to get one. You know what I'm saying? It took the Saints almost 50.
True.
So like we've gotten real close, and you know this team's been around way longer than us. They ain't got it.
That's true. That's a fact.
Detroit's the one. Detroit's only won one playoff game in 60 years.
That's really our only cop out is we only been around 26 years. So you know your team, your team was around 30 years.
Dog,
before you
real talk, like
that's all we got. That's all we can say.
That's all we can say. But you know what? When my son gets to college and we sitting here still without a championship, then I ain't got nothing to stand on. Especially if we were trash during this entire period of time. Then I won't have nothing to stand on. I can't really defend much. But right now, I have a strong defense. I am going to defend, and we will keep it moving from that point forward.
That's funny, bro. All right, let's move on. The number one.
Pull up that stat that Marcus just put up about the Saints. Put that up.
This one?
I want no, the other one about the Saints.
Look.
I'll read it for you. Hold on. There it is. Saints only have 2 to 3 more playoff wins as the franchise than the Panthers do. The Saints have been around forever.
Yeah, but they got a ring. All they can say
they got a ring. Yeah. Dog. You don't play with the Saints in Tecmo Bowl, bro. They were trash.
All right, let's move on, Dave. We gotta move on.
Our most famous Panther played on them trash ass teams. Sam Mills, he played on some of them trash ass Saints teams.
True.
He had more success with us than he did when he was with the Saints from a playoff perspective. All right, moving on. Number one. Let's go. Number one.
Number one free agent right now is Dak Prescott.
Yeah,
Dak Prescott is number one out in these streets. Listen, the dude was on pace for some crazy numbers. Again, another guy that was franchised. Could be franchised again, but he was on pace to break all kind of records before he went down with that record. Yeah, he was balling. Bro.
Balling, man.
He had no defense, so he had to make up everything. He had to score all the points. But listen, he's got leverage because that second franchise tag is expensive as hell. So it would be $37.7 million for 1 year if they wanted to franchise tag Dak again.
They could do it.
They could do it. They could do it. They could absolutely do it. But after he got hurt, Jerry Jones already said, "Hey, we want to work something out." And again, actions speak louder than words. But we'll see what happens with Dak. Listen. What do Panthers fans think about making a run at Dak if he hits the open market?
We should do it.
Because he's gonna want the bag. He's gonna want about $40 million.
The only problem is we got to figure out a way to get Teddy off the books. I don't think that's possible. That's the problem.
That's gonna be hard.
Do it. No, we should do it. We should absolutely do it. We should absolutely do it. But the problem, but it goes. But once again, we can't do it because we got Teddy on the books. Teddy got to be off the books.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's realistic.
Oh, man. Yeah, all right. That's funny. Yo, y'all comments is funny, bro. But yeah. So yeah, I think Dak, I think he ends up back with the Cowboys just because all of the talk that was said before he right after he got hurt. They said they were gonna get him on a long-term deal. He's starting to make his way back. He's starting to rehab and things like that. So we'll see what happens with Dak. But I really think if they don't get that deal done, bro, somebody about to get this man the bag.
Mm-hmm.
He about to get the bag.
Yo, the thing is, free agency starts before the draft. So it'll be interesting, man, because there's a lot of quarterback needy teams that also are at the top of the draft that could pay this man. And they know what he can do. There's no bust risk with him.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying?
He has some help, though. He's played behind some good offensive line. And Dave, to your point, I think free agency starts March 15th.
But from the standpoint of, and I know Jacksonville probably not going to sign him, and I know maybe the Jets might not sign him, but both of those teams are at the top of this draft. Both of those teams got cap space to pay this man, and both of those teams could go pay this man and then get help around him with the top of the draft. Both of them could do that, and so it gets interesting where he ends up, especially if Dallas decides not to tag this man. Because he's going to get paid. Let's not get it twisted. He will get paid. So it'll be interesting.
It'll
get interesting. Quick.
I agree. Real quick. Couple of notes here. Franchise tag can be used between February 23rd and March 9th. So keep an eye on those dates. You should start to see some news trickle down. We've already heard from a Panthers perspective, we've already heard that Taylor Moton, it will likely be tagged. So that's something that's going to happen. And then, we've heard some rumors for other guys. And then, like Dave said, a free agency starts March 15th. So that's going to be the tampering period starts March 15th. Officially, you can't be signed until March 17th. But you'll start to see, such and such agreed to blah, 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 blah deal starting on March 15th. And again, I don't expect us to be very active. If we are, I do hope we go after Leonard Williams. Keep an eye on Leonard Williams, man, because, that would be a perfect Leonard Williams, Derrick Brown, Brian Burns, and then, you got Yetur, and you could add another edge rusher in the draft. Now we talking about a really good front, a really good young front, too. So just keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that. And real quick, just to go back, the pro days, keep an eye on all the pro days. Make sure y'all hit that notification bell. Just to remind, oops, my bad, Dave. Just a reminder, all the pro days, I will live stream as many pro days as I can, and if they're convenient to me, I will live stream them. Just like I did Trevor Lawrence, I went rogue and live stream Trevor Lawrence. I will live stream all the pro days that I can do without getting striked by YouTube, and do like reaction videos and stuff to them. Live reaction videos. They won't be recorded, but make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when I go live. Because like I said, I don't know when I go live, and I don't know when I'm dropping videos sometimes. So make sure y'all hit the notification bell to be notified, all right? Real quick, just one more reminder. Like as you can see at the bottom, we do have a partnership with Manscaped at this point. So if you go to manscaped.com, you get 20% off plus the free shipping with code PNP, all right? So make sure y'all go. Again, we're in a trial period with them right now, and if all goes well, if we get many code usage, if we get a lot of code usage, then we'll enter this into a long-term partnership. So again, no super chats, please. All support, please go through Manscaped. We appreciate that. No Hassan Reddick. Give away the Hornets jersey. I might. You never know. You never know.
Random question for you, man. And some folks in the chat mentioned it, but there was a Panthers missing on this list, man. Curtis Samuel. But he probably in the top 25.
He's not top 25 on my list. Curtis is a good player, but I couldn't put him ahead of any of the players that I had on the list. There's a lot. You got to think. There's a lot of free agents out there. I just couldn't put him ahead of any of those guys. That just is what it is. I'm trying to be, as fair as possible. I don't do the homer thing. I just keep it real, and I just don't think he's that.
I'm with you, because when you look at the receivers that are in front of him, that makes all the sense, man. Like Corey Davis and Will Fuller and Juju and Allen Robinson and Godwin and Galladay, like those guys are probably going to get a bigger payday than him. But that also is going to give you an idea where that market's at, because those guys that I just mentioned are going to get paid more than what Curtis Samuel is going to get. So there could be a small glimmer of hope, depending on how the markets fall for them other guys. Maybe we might have a shot to get Curtis. So you never know.
It's too many receivers in the draft, man. A lot of receivers in the draft. A lot of free agent receivers out there too. It's just it's stock full of wide receivers. Like if you want a wide receiver, you can get one damn near anywhere, bro. Like that's how many wide receivers are out there. It's just a fact. It is what it is. Not trying to be, I like Curtis. I tell y'all again. I got a 3-part series to prove it. But it just is what it's the nature of the beast. It's just business. And listen, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Somebody asked how far are we away from 5,000. We getting there. We about halfway in the 4,000. So I think we about like 4,500. I want to say. So we about 500 away. We should get there. Should get there real soon. I may move it. to 6K, man, by the draft. The way it's looking, I think with those pro day vids, I think we gonna go crazy. So we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens.
But all right, man. That's cool.
So
stuff.
Let me see. All right, I had to do this real quick. All right, so yeah, man. That being said, is there anything else? Oh man, come on, Derek. The queries, hit that sub button, bro. We need to
hit that sub, brother.
Have a new bandana, yeah, man. I'm about to put PNP on these. Let me know if y'all want one. I'm about to put PNP on the bandanas, man. But do some merch. Would y'all buy if I made the bandanas for sale? Would you buy them? But yeah, man, appreciate the subs, man. Hey, appreciate the subs.
Appreciate the lunch break hot take.
Yeah, lunch break hot take. Yeah, hey man, we was just talking about this, which is funny, crazy. Yeah. Crazy. We was just talking about this. Hey man, I'm gonna hit y'all in the DMs. But yeah, crazy. But yeah, man. Yeah, make sure you hit that sub button. We trying to get to 5,000. Let's make this happen by the draft. I may move it to 6,000. Y'all don't know. You never know.
Don't worry, man. Manscaped got you hooked up, man. Manscaped will hook you up. They got some pretty good products. There's something for everyone.
Yeah, there's something for everybody, man. It's not just about, below the waist stuff. They got other things too. So don't go to the site, man. Just use that code PNP. Autograph photo of me and Dave. Y'all don't really want that. Y'all don't want that.
Truth be told, we're gonna have to take a picture.
Yeah, we don't got no pictures together.
We gotta get a new. We got some,
we
but
got old. We got old.
Like it's old now because I'm not a heavyweight anymore. I'm still I'm probably more like a light heavyweight at this rate, but I ain't a heavyweight. I ain't a super heavyweight, I will say.
Hey man, yeah, I'm working on some stuff. That next I'm telling you, that 5K giveaway or whatever the K giveaway, that next one gonna be crazy, man. I'm telling y'all that right now. I'm giving away all kind of stuff by the draft. I'm thinking it might be 6K day. I think it might be 6K while you playing, man. I think we can make 10K by the end of the year, man.
Probably could. It's realistic.
Who nice at Photoshop? Some granddaddy said that's what Photoshop is for. Who
daughter.
Nice at Photoshop? Is she?
Daughter.
Her?
Well, not Photoshop. She uses she does a lot of her stuff on Procreate.
Take a stepbrother's picture in the sweater. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. But yeah, man, we growing. Hey, the growth is crazy. Appreciate all the support, man. It's been rapid here over the past month or so. We've been growing like wildfire. Seemed like it took us forever to get to 2,000, and now Falcons. Now Atlanta Falcons is about the Hornets all day, man.
This cat talking about the Hawks.
10K by the kickoff. I like that. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but that would be super crazy.
That'd be dope. That'd be dope, man.
Super crazy. All right. So that's all I got. Again, stay tuned for the 5K giveaway. Even if we have other fans in here that are not Panther fans, we got something for y'all too. So we appreciate all the support from other teams. Man, I got Niners fans hitting me up. I got a lot of Chargers fans. Obviously, we got Grandizer in here who is a Miami Dolphins fan. We got a lot of Dolphins fans that be following us now or subscribe to us. So we're trying to broaden our base a little bit outside of the Panthers as well. Again, we'll never get rid of the Panthers content. So our Monday shows, all that stuff is going to be always related to the Panthers. But we are trying to broaden our audience just to kind of grow the subscriber base. So just make sure y'all keep watching, yo.
Keep watching, man. I mean, the Panthers will always be the foundation of this podcast for sure. The Monday shows are never going anywhere when we're talking about the Panthers for sure.
Facts. But yeah, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something else. But yeah, lots of changes coming to the channel too. This is kind of step one. This sponsorship was step one, and then the next one, or partnership. Excuse me, they're a partner. They're not a sponsor. They're a partner of Panther Nation Podcast. They did sponsor this episode, but there's more changes coming. More changes will be coming to the channel. Y'all stay tuned. Again, save your super chats. Go to manscaped.com. All right. That being said, that's it. Dave, anything else?
Nah, man. Subscribe if you haven't already. Follow us on Twitter at Panther Nation PC, and my Twitter handle's here as well.
Yep.
And we on Facebook. Shout out to the Facebook viewers. Shout out to the YouTube viewers for sure.
And the Periscope viewers, because we on Twitter. We live on Twitter too.
Yep, and the Periscope viewers. We're gonna get into a better habit of getting the podcast somewhere else other than there.
Yeah, about that. My bad.
No. I'm gonna try to get better at it myself. So we're gonna get better at that. But in the meantime, you know where to find us for the time being. And we did not talk about that, man. Rest in peace to Vincent Jackson, man.
It's unfortunate, man.
It is, yo. The guy was my age. I mean, he was 38 years old. So, like, and it's kind of crazy. Like, I don't know if it's been reported officially of the cause of death. I've been hearing rumblings that it might have been a suicide, but
Yeah, we don't know yet.
we don't know for sure yet. But man, let me tell you something. That's tough.
Yeah, V-Jax was dope, man. He was a good player, bro. That dude was super fast.
Yeah,
Remember, he used to torch cats.
Yeah, man. When he was with the Chargers,
The Chargers,
and when he was with the Bucks.
The Bucks too, yeah.
So
But,
it's just
it's unfortunate,
tough.
man. Let's let the details flow out. Go ahead.
Yeah, let them flow out. I mean, COVID is crazy. It's a different world out there right now, man. So you just gotta. Hopefully, it didn't come down to that, but you just gotta keep in touch with your family, man. Keep in touch with your folks, because I know
Facts.
it's tough. It's tough.
Facts.
It is absolutely tough. Who do the Panthers fan like with their first pick? I want Panay. I want a lineman.
Depends how it falls, man.
Dog, I want a lineman. The more that I think about it, the more I have no interest of us taking a quarterback with the 8th pick.
Just depends who it is, man.
No. Lineman. Fix the trenches. Hashtag fix the trenches.
They're going to get you again, Dave. You got to read the comments, bro. Not these comments, not the chat comments. I'm talking about the comments after the videos.
What would they get me for? What they say?
Not this one. Not this stream. Not this one.
Oh.
Go back to last week.
Okay,
but all right, that being said, nothing. It ain't that serious. That being said, we about to get up out of here, man. Again, make sure y'all do all the actions we told y'all. Find us in the places that you can find us. Trying to get to 5K, man. Help us get there. Keep looking at all the content that I'm dropping. Help out the algorithm. Make sure we're getting viewed by as many people as possible. That being said, let's get up out of here. Dave, anything else?
Nah, man. I think that's it.
All right. Peace out, folks.
Keep pounding, everybody.